What's up? All right. I recently posted a video the other day. Go watch it. We were taught about money wrong. All right. So this video, I can't make a video talking about how we was taught about money wrong and not make a video about how we should be taught money the right way. All right. So money. When we was talking about money, we was taught to how we was taught. I want to write all this down. I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper. Next time I'm gonna get it on my other paper. So how we was taught is to get a 9 to 5, right? And when you get a 9 to 5, what is that? You working about an hour. You working for your time. So you go to college, you get a job. You get a job which is just over broke, right? That's how you make money. So what this topic is the real way. But first we have to go over how we was taught, right? So one, get a 9 to 5, which is by your time, and work a job which is just over broke. All right, just over broke job. All right, and so what that means is you're one crisis away from not being able to do it, right? You're one TJ, cut that down a little bit. You're one crisis away from not even being able to go. Cut that down a little bit if I get copyrighted. So you're copyrighted. So basically, you are a what it is. You are one crisis away from not even having a job, right? Not even having no money, not even being able to do anything. So if anything happens to you that's like unfortunate, boom, you can't do it. But you still got to get up and go every single day, and you have to put in the work every single day. And yeah, it's like that's what you're doing. That's what we already know what a 9 to 5 is, and what you working by your time, right? And so one thing I wanted to say before I go to the real way of how to make money, right? Which is the real way, what people say is the 9 to 5, but the real way, what I'm about to tell you, right? First, what you gotta understand about the job, the way that we was taught, there are so much, boy, this shit right here is so much leverage in this shit. Like, you want to use the same exact things that you use for your job at like your 9 to 5. You want to use that for your business. Like, you want to use that for yourself. You want to make sure that you get up every single day when you don't want to. You want to make sure that you're on time. You want to make sure that you come looking presentable. You want to make sure that you are mentally prepared and that you're acting like you're being perceived by everyone who's at that job, right? Because you are. You need to put in the work like your boss is watching you, because you are your boss, right? So you got to watch you, right? So every single thing, every single aspect about a job is absolutely perfect. You need to just take that and transmute that into the real way to make money, which is leverage. Leverage. All right. Leverage. Leverage. You got to leverage every single thing. Don't just leverage your time, because time is something you got one time and you do not get that shit back. One. Two, it's something that is like, yeah, that's the best. That's the most important thing. It's just something that you don't get back. All right, it's some shit like once you get that shit gone. So what you want to do is you want to use skills, right? You want to use skills and stuff that you can do over and over and over at the same time, right? You want to use skills. You also want to use sales. You want to know how to sell. How do you sell? You market. Marketing is sales. If you know how to market, you know how to sell. If you know how to sell, you know how to market. How do you market? How do you sell? You get a product, right? Whatever your thing is, you get a product and you put that product, put it in front of exactly who's looking for it. All right, so You put it in front of exactly who's looking for it, right? So this is the real way how you make money. One, you use skills, whatever type of skill that is. That could be a trade. That could be something you learn on your own. It could be something you learn here on YouTube. It could be something you learn on social media. It could be something you went to college for. It could be something, anything. It's a talent. It's something that you know how to do. If you know how to do something and you can make money from it and you do not have to like spend a long amount of time doing it, that's exactly what you need to do. That is what a skill is. Anything is a skill. Anything that you can do that you can make money from, it can be done. Okay, I'm talking about the smallest thing. I'm not even saying something that is like a lot for you to do physically. It can be freaking it can be you making a post from somebody. Do you know it's people who make money, people who start firms that are digitally marketing firms? Them people is making money from making posts for other people. That's a skill. You know what I'm saying? That's a skill. You got to know what that skill is. To know how to show up on social media and market your business or somebody else's business is a skill. Okay, a trade, just like something you can go to college for, that is a skill. That's the way that you make money, right? Two, you leverage. You leverage every single dollar that you got. So don't just get money and spend money. No, this is what you do. This is what you do. You budget. And not in a way of spend money on bills and save the rest. No, in a way of when you get any type of amount of money from whatever skill, say, all right, your skill is to wash cars. So boom, you wash your car. Boom, you get that money. You get that money and you take that, you piece that money apart. You split it up. Put whatever percent towards your bills, right? Put whatever other percent towards making you money. So it can be something you put in the stock market. It could be something you're saving up towards putting in a business, but it has to be something that where you take that money and you make more money with that money. All right. Every single check, it don't matter if you wash somebody's car, if you wash 10 cars, if you tell everybody, I'm washing your car for $20 and you wash 10 cars, right? You got $200, right? You take that $200, you put 70%, not 70%, $70 towards your bills, right? This is day one. You put $70 towards your bills. You put a second part of that towards a business that you actively doing. So you finna buy it and resell it and flip it, or you finna put it in the stock market. But either way, that money has to make money. All right, you have to puzzle your money out. You got to be smart with your money. You got to be strategic with your money. You got to not do your money like normal people. You got to understand, if you're doing something consistently every single day, and you've always done something consistently, and you look and you don't see the result that you want, it's because you got to change up what you're doing, right? So boom, if you got a check and that bitch like 300, 400, right? You don't want to just pay your bills and go on about your business. Remember, I just made a video about the 9 to 5, right? So ain't it crazy? If you working up towards some shit every single day, you want to be able to have something to look back on, right? You don't want to just be doing some shit for like 2 years straight and then you look up and you have nothing to show for it. That is a result of not doing this right here. That's a result of not splitting off your money. When you get money, you gotta split that motherfucker off. Because I'm telling you, and emergency savings. Because I'm telling you, it's so easy to spend money. Like, it's easy as fuck to just get a credit card. Boom, 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 boom. Max that bitch out. It's easy to go to the store, pick up a whole bunch of shit and buy that shit. But you know what? Before you do that, you have to be able to do that from a place of confidence. Like, okay, yeah, I know that my bills is paid and I know that I have the same money and I know I got money working for me. Make money work for you. These are the three top categories. Make sure your bills. Number one, the first part of the check, your bills. All right. Number two, make that money work for you. Number three is your savings. You got to continuously do this every single time you get a paycheck. because you want to be able to look back and see where is my money going. Motherfuckers is not trying to put their money towards a place that they cannot see. You have to be able to see your money. When I tell you, I personally, I had to put myself in that. I'm talking about as soon as you get paid, bro, it don't matter if you put $30 to $40 into whatever crypto that you want to use, whatever stock you use, whatever business that you got. You know that putting money into your business bank account is you building income, right? And that's you building is you building leverage, and is you building is you building the asset, right? And so number one thing is when you go to the bank to either get a loan or like get some type of credit card, the first thing that they want to do is know, all right, how long have you had this account open? Number one. But number two, what's your income? That's the first thing. Nah, that's the first thing, actually. The first thing is what's your income and how much money do you make, your revenue, right? So when you go up in a bank, you be like, oh, let me get that. Let me get 20,000. Let me get 30,000. First thing they gonna say, okay, do you have 20,000? Do you have 30,000? How much do you have? You know? And so to understand when you going through this, it's not hard. It's exactly. Hold on, I'm getting a little bit too passionate. I need to calm down. I'm getting a little bit too rowdy. Okay, everybody chill. Okay, I'm just so when you doing this, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you know I got this shit. That's how you know the shit that I'm saying is true, because it's all right here. All this shit just sitting right here. Just it's flowing. Just listen. You feel me? Just okay. So either way, you want to always be able to look back at that shit and just know, like, all right, I put in the grind for this shit. I can look back at this shit. Just like me personally, I can go back and look at money that I put. Do you understand how big of a confidence boost it is to be able to look at your bank account and see thousands of dollars that you put up for yourself a long time ago? Do y'all know what that feel like? How many on y'all, not many on y'all, how many of y'all can show a band? Like, how many of y'all can show 3? How many of y'all can show 7? How many of y'all can show 10? How many of y'all can do that? Do you understand how that shit is? That shit comes with hard work and consistency, but it comes with you leveraging your shit in the right way. Don't feel like it takes a long time to do this shit, because I promise you this shit could be done within a couple of months. Okay, this shit could be done in a couple of months. This shit can be done way faster than what you with the right skill. All right, understand, before we talk about how to actually get that 10K, we got to say exactly how to do that shit with the right skill, right? And the right sales, right? And the right pieces and the right budgets of how you piecing and puzzling your money back. You can look up, but easily have a good 20 ball off of knowledge. Off of knowledge. You gotta understand everything. The difference between everything is the knowledge. If you knew how to do that, you would do that. If you know how to have that, you would have that. If you knew how to boom, you know what I'm saying? If you knew that you would freaking meet the love of your life on a Thursday at Starbucks, guarantee, would you like, how would you feel about it? How would you know what I'm saying? If you knew that you was finna get a good concert ticket randomly in the mail, how would you feel about it? Like, you gotta understand, all this stuff is just you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand how to make money. How do we make money? We don't make money by this right here. The traditional shit, that shit over, that shit poo, that shit not it. All right? Real way is through skills, sales, and putting your money in these ways. So even if you do have a high paying 9 to 5, if you got a high paying ass job, or a job where you getting commissions, always puzzle off your money like that. Because when I tell you, I want to tell y'all more stories about me, right? So how I got my first 5K, that shit was easy than the bitch, bro. All I knew was everything what we already know, right? So everybody been to school before, right? You know School is like a job. Everybody that had a job, everybody knows school, right? What's the key to that? You show up every single day. You be consistent. You be on time. You show up presentable. You show up to do your job. That's it. It's nothing else that's hard to it, right? And so when I made a decision, like, okay, I'm gonna make my first 5K, I was like, all right, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna section my money off and invest, so much of it into the video, right? So I was about to say a percentage, but I forgot what the percentage was. But when I tell you, bro, it was everything. All I did was, as soon as I got paid, I would pay my car insurance, dump the rest of it immediately into the stock market, right? And I got paid every week or every 2 weeks. So every check I got, I paid my bill first. Either it would be my phone bill or my car insurance coming out this month, right? And this is when I was 18. So when I was 18, I graduated early. Like, I graduated at an early age when I was 17, right? So a couple months later, I was 18, right? So I told myself, I'm like, man, I need to get $5,000. Like, how am I gonna get $5,000? Like, I'm trying to genuinely figure this shit out, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to do what I know to do. I know, like, even during the time, I know, like, the way to get that shit was not gonna just be, oh, go work at McDonald's. Fuck though. You think you finna get 10,000 from working at McDonald's? Yeah, in a couple years. It could be after some time, but you just gotta have the right plan and know how to leverage, right? So could you make 10,000 working at McDonald's? Hell yeah. If you got the right plan and you know how to leverage, right? Using these same things, what I'm telling y'all, right? One thing about me, I'm not gonna bullshit. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. I'm gonna tell y'all what's not the way and what is the way. So I'm not just up this bitch saying, oh, don't do this. No, I'm telling you to do this. Do this. Don't go over there. Go over here instead, right? So even if you is working a low job where you getting paid bullshit ass money, you have to have the right plan to leverage this shit. Don't just get your check, go to the store, go shopping, and go on about your business. No, you just gotta have a knowledge of what to do with your money. Be smart with your money. You get your money, you save, you pay whatever bill that you got. You flip your shit for the second half, right? So you put it in whatever stock that you got, or if it's not you doing that, you're buying and reselling whatever, or you put it into your business bank account, building business credit, or you're buying something and reselling, okay? So do y'all understand it? Let me write this shit down just a little bit so like I can understand it my damn self. When you get paid, number one, pay your bills. Pay your bills. If you living above your means, that's on you, but you got to pay your bills. Number one. Number two, flip your shit. Flip your shit. After you make sure you ate, that's when you make sure you eat it again. Number two, you gotta flip it. All right. After you done ate, you gotta make sure you eat it again. See what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you eating again. So after you ate, make sure you eat again. Number one, pay your bills. Number two, flip your shit. So how do you flip your money? You either one, buy something and resell it. Two, invest it into the market. You could swing, you could be a trader, you can just do whichever one. Or two, you could just be putting that money towards your credit and building up business credit. Any dollar that you put towards your business bank account shows revenue. When you go get loans and you try to flip your shit and you ready to get your money, they gonna be looking to see, okay, is it money coming in and out? Is it money coming here? Do you have money there? Do you have money growing? Right? How much money do you have in your account? That's what people want to know. So when you getting these little checks, it don't matter if you're working at Dollar General and you got a $300 check, you can be using that money to make you look like you got 10,000, right, towards the bank, right? Right? If y'all understand what I'm saying, let me know. Let me know. So how do you do this? You do it with skills. You do it with sales. And you do it with leverage. You leverage it. All right? So You in the South now, girl? What? It's 2 people on here named Drew. One part of the time. Alright, so if y'all understand what I'm saying, let me know. That's the real way to make money. The real way is not the way that they told us. You gotta understand, you gotta be rebellious, because most people are already gullible as fuck and listening to a motherfucker. When a motherfucker say go left, look right. When everybody's saying look right, look left. Because everybody, think about most people, think about 100%. Think about everybody in the world. Is everybody in the world rich? Is everybody in the world having their way? No. Most people that you know, most people who like an average day, regular ass people is having money problems. Why? Because they doing regular ass people things that's causing them to have money problems. And so when you're not a regular ass person, you don't have that regular ass problem. You see what I'm saying? And it's not a regular problem. It's just a problem of you not having the knowledge yet. When you don't have the knowledge, you go through whatever it is that comes with you not knowing. Just like you going to jail. You could possibly commit a crime and go to jail and do some time by some shit you didn't even know was a law. Just because you didn't know. Just because you didn't know. And it's so much that causes you not knowing. It causes time. It causes people lives, bro. It causes people mind just not knowing the right shit. Like, knowledge is everything. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is exactly what is having you where you are right now. Wherever you are right now in this world, there because you put yourself there. Whatever it is that you got going on, you got that going on because that's what you know to get going on. People cannot do anything that they don't know. People have to, like, and even if they don't, you gotta be looking towards it to figure it out, because nobody is coming to give it to you, and nobody is coming to save you, and nobody is coming to tell you this shit. Right? Nobody is coming to tell you this shit. You gotta already have this shit locked in your mind and just know that, like, this is what it is. Just like it's motherfuckers who live their life all the way from a 3-year-old waiting to go to college, waiting to get a job, because they just know that's what they about to do. And it's motherfuckers who just know they about to be rich as fuck. They about to travel the world. They about to have their best life. They about to do everything that they've always wanted and always imagined, because they know how to get that shit. And when you really want something, you will take the time to learn and study. How do I get that shit? Because that's that shit I want. Whether it's a girl, whether it's a friend, whether it's a job opportunity, whether it's a business, whether it's a collaboration. It don't matter what it is. Whether it's an outfit, whether it's a product that you're trying to get, anything that you really, really genuinely want to get, you're going to figure out, you're going to study, how do I get this shit? What even is this shit? And you're going to get it. You can either one go in and fall like boom, 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 I'm finna come get this shit. I'm finna come get this shit. This shit is mine. This belongs to me. I possess this. This is mine. This is my identity. Or 2, it ain't no other option. It ain't no other option. You can take your time, though. Take your time to figure out, how the fuck do you do this shit? You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna find what you're looking for. You gonna always find what you're looking for. You can't never not find what you're looking for. Even if it's something negative, even if it's something bad, even if it's something unfortunate, even if it's something that's like crazy as fuck. Guess what? If you're looking for that, you're gonna find it. And so if you're looking for the correct way to make money, because we already know a way to make money is not the way to make money. How motherfuckers is teaching how to make money is not how to make money, because how is everybody doing the exact thing on how to make money and ain't nobody got that shit? How is everybody doing the exact same thing? And you mean to tell me ain't nobody got that shit? It take a motherfucker to fall out from the sheet, take a look around and be like, wait a minute. This ain't the way to go. This the way to go. That's not the way to go. This the way to go. It take for you, but you gotta fall out from the crowd. You gotta back up off of it. Cause when you can't see some shit, when you up on it like that, you can't see. But when you back up from it, you can see that shit. You can see that shit exactly for what it is. You just got to back up off of it. You can't see it when you're too close to it. When you too close to it, you can't see it. You see what I'm saying? You just can't. And so you want to just, you want to just already have it in your mind that you already know, that you already got it. And this is exactly how you do it. You do it with skills, you do it with sales, and you do it with parting your money off. Parting your money off. And number 3, you do it with business. The last one. Last but not least. Business, right? So what it is you put your things in people that business owners and people of high calibers put that money into. So that's business accounts. There's trust. Right? That's insurances, insurance policies. Policies. That's companies, just in general. Just in general. Companies, so assets, trust, insurance, right? Business insurance, insurance policies, companies, LLCs, right? Corporations. Corporations. That part too. You put your money into all of these things. You put your money in it. So, this the real way to make money. I'm uploading another video because I want y'all to follow me on this shit. Because we taking, hey, I'm taking y'all here. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm see y'all tomorrow.